Okay, Mum. So the last time we talked about Vince and I going to Our Lady of Muswell. We started at the age of 5, so we didn't.
Yes, 5.
We didn't really go to nursery, or did we?
No.
Okay, and we finished at the age of 11, and both Vincent and myself, we both went to Bishop Douglas Comprehensive, and we both enjoyed it. We did. Neither of us. Well, I don't know about Vincent. I was happy not to go to a grammar school because grammar schools, Finchley Catholic was just all boys, and it's not.
You
really...
didn't know that?
Sorry. Well, it is all boys. That some of the grammar schools were mixed, but most of them in 1972 weren't, and certainly in 1969 when Vince went, very few of them were. But we enjoyed it, and Vince, after he finished school, he went on to university in Norwich, doing, gosh, can't remember now, geography, I think. And I went down to Brighton to do geography and history.
Polytechnic.
At Brighton Polytechnic. And Vince stayed on in Norwich, didn't he? And he did get married to Karen, who
1985.
1985.
Sorry, who are we interviewing here?
Well, I'm just recording this
Before
for...
that, I think they divorced 1985. I think.
No, I don't think they did, Mum. Because I was going to do a big thing down in Brighton,
Yes.
and he sort of they married 21st of September. My birthday was the 22nd, so whatever I had wanted to do
Yes.
was effectively scuppered. But that's by the by. But
Ciccone.
Sorry,
Invited Ciccone.
Yeah. And we drove up.
Felix and Guido.
But it wasn't to be, unfortunately. They divorced a few years later, and Vince, through work, met Andrea, and George was born. When was George born?
When George was born?
Yeah.
In 1993.
93, okay.
Yeah.
And
Amber 96.
96.
6.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
3 years different.
And I met the Laughing Cavalier to my left, not the Laughing Cavalier, but the Laughing Lady in 19... Gosh, when did we meet? 1990... No, 1980, sorry. 1986, gosh. I'll be teased.
1987.
87, I beg your pardon. Just seems longer. And, sorry. And we got married in... Now, can you remember when we got married, Louisa?
No, I can't remember.
I can remember it. I can remember it much better than you.
Wait.
21st of August, 1993. Okay, so... And so there you go. But I'm just trying to bring things up to date, Mum. You and Dad, when Dad eventually did retire from Credit Lyonnais, because he'd been working, his last job was to set up bank in Lagos, I think.
Yeah.
And when did he actually retire from Credit Lyonnais?
Well, Maria, why don't tell us about when he was
Lyonnais,
in
when
Nigeria?
Daddy signed
Like that.
through Joseph Briffa,
Mm-hmm.
who proposed to be big boss in Paris,
Mm-hmm.
and they accepted to make him try for a trial. And they say that he signed a card, a document, till he was working till 1965 years of age. No, after a few years, Paris gave the order for all Lyonnais shop in all places, not only in France, all over the places, that the people, the employer, has to leave at 6 years of age. So when Dad said that, heard the news, what am I going to do? This 5 years left, who is going to give me a job or something? It's impossible. So he talked, because they were very, very happy with him. He was very right, do his job and listen to other people, you know. He did a lot of jobs extra. So I said, we are going to see what we can do for you. In fact, after a few months, they got that the idea to open an office in Lagos, Nigeria, Credit Union office. And you will be because it was made when he left, was made inspector. And he will be the inspector there. Have a nice flat and the car and the driver and everything. But then have to leave because his aunt wasn't well, Auntie Lucy. After 3 years, he signed for 4 years. He stayed only 2 years. He was a bit annoyed because he left money and so on, but I said, never mind. It has nothing to do with the aunt. Although he signed that he will be him, Oswald, you know, the other cousin.
Ozzy, yeah.
She had to leave, so.
But also, you and I got the possibility of going over, and I think
Oh, yeah.
possibly Vincent, to go over, but I certainly didn't want to go because the stories he came back with of when there was no food, basically you didn't starve.
Oh,
but
they had coup d'etat. Oh my God, 3 times. As soon as he left in November 1983. So he left there in November. After a few weeks, there was a big coup d'etat in Lagos, like a revolution. All the people, European and rich people, they stay in their home, in their flat, without going out for 5 days. They didn't have anything to eat, no food, no bread, nothing. Unless someone had few bread at home, he left here. Then, after a few months and so on, a second coup d'etat. They were revolting because the people were suffering too much. See, these people earning a lot of money has nothing to do with the government, you see. So, at the end, they said, it's better. The third time, no, it's too much. You never know. You can risk yourself to be killed. Eh?
But in retirement, he managed to find lots of things to do. He did a lot of shopping. He did quite a bit of gardening, stamp collecting. Went back to stamp collecting. Even though you got burgled, I forget when, he did carry on sort of collecting coins. So he was very busy up until the end, really. And do you want to say anything?
Collect a lot of coin, a lot of memorial coin. You know, for instance, when the queen was 50 years old and the queen mother and so on, a lot of it. Everything went. We had burglars.
But
To see our friend in Wales. Eric went for
a weekend.
The boys to Holland. Where was it?
I forget where it was
The
now.
house was on Sinan. Nobody knew. When we came back, Eric phoned us. He said, you have an unwanted visitor. What? Just he came from holiday. It was bank holiday, Monday. So we took the bus next day, the coach, and came.
What was really awful about it was that
Mess. The fellow who entered the kitchen without broken the kitchen door, without broken the window glass, how can he manage to unlock the latches? And then he took, because we had a big tool shop, what do you call it? He took one of the...
It was a ventilator, sort of a spinning little plastic ventilator, and he managed to push that in, plus with a bit of metal, basically lift up the French the windows, and basically came in that way. But what was really off-putting, really, was that Mum and Dad, Gran, all of us had been living in that house continuously for maybe 30 odd years, and people had been watching and waiting.
Gran was made, sorry Eric, Gran was made in a home. She was staying in the home for 4 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Or 3 weeks. Yeah. And we went to our friends. We came back there after a few months. We went there, but nothing to do.
Okay, but that's the bad
We
thing.
find out that there are young men who knew something, And they find out that no one was there at home.
Wow.
We had
One
a
of those
big
things.
box of tools. With that tool, they broken completely the front door sitting room.
Front room, yeah.
In what way? Disastrous.
Yeah. But fortunately, nobody was hurt. So that's the important thing. And fortunately, we had some wonderful times.
That was very sad because it was all his collection. Not to save money, just remember.
Commemoration, yeah. It was
Could have been for them and to Vincent. So many different
Okay.
coins all over the place. Egyptian, whatever you think.
Mum, we've forgotten to mention
Never mind.
Mario and how in what year he reappeared. He vanished.
Oh, yeah, Mario. Mario, when my father died, my father was only 62. My father died. He was at the school with the San Don Bosco. There's a priest assistant. Very, very good, big, huge school for boys. And also learning how to do things, come si dice, materiali, etc. But, so he says, I'm not going anymore to school, 16 years of age. And then a friend of ours, who was the director in a very big factory, producing goods, very, very good material, so on, said to Mario, come, I give you this place, you find that, and then you give an instruction, whatever he was happy there. But then I don't know what's happened, because we were already out of the country. And apparently he knew some Italian boys who were applying to be waiters to Italy in one of the towns with the how do you call it?
Casino?
No, casino, no. Hotel, like Scuola Alberghiera, to learn how to cook.
Hotel school.
Italian. See, he applied, so they went there. They left all the school because they were giving rotten food to eat. They found out in this campus, place in Italy, in small countries. So they left and somebody said, let's go to England, to London. And somebody offered him a passage. And since then, no news for Mario for 5 years. Also, my mom did not know something. We didn't know nothing. One day I was expecting Eric, 5 months old. It was month of May. Lino phoned me. Maria, I got a phone call for you. Sit down. Don't be afraid. It's something I won't be calm or whatever. So remember that he stayed 5 years without any news to Mom. It was. Said, look, I got a phone call from Mario. And Mario said that, Lino, you're still there at the hotel, Claridge and so on. Because I couldn't go, I couldn't give you any of my news for fear that the government, all these boys, they were so bad, they can rob him and kill him. So he had the money. He earned a casino. He was, how do you call it, work at the casino, hide the money as possible, as they can. And he said, they said, have you got any relative here? He had no one. He said,
the
no
mafia.
one, no one was relative. If it's there to say one of us is going to rob us or kill us.
Who were those men?
They were something for mafia.
To do with the
And
mafia?
they find out this mafia was from Maltese origin. Then they caught up. The police took them, and they threw out the country.
But Mario, with respect, he did like gambling, and he got in with a bad crowd. His salvation
He ruined himself.
was
He said to Rita, I'm going to leave you something for my will and so on, after Ada died. And so he took all the documents, everything. He went to Italy once, left them some money for Mom and Rita, and then some more. They are coming back with all the documents proper for bank to have deposited, and you can come si dice in italiano? Cash.
But his salvation was Ada.
He forgot about the first document. He should have gone. He had a woman working for him who speak French from Algeria. I don't know if she hid this document, this form. It's a form, you know. Only God knows. Lost everything.
But can we talk on a positive? Because his salvation was Ada.
Ah, Ada, poor Ada.
And
Poor
she-
Ada. She suffered a lot with Mario because he was gambling. And when he was winning, he was all the best things and so on. And Ada, I said to Ada, she was very ill. Her mind was very alive till the end. I said, Ada, have you something in life and so on? Perhaps something was against you. I done a lot of what I can, more good than bad in my life. I have all the elderly from pensioning, invite them when there was a festivity, you know, in the restaurant, give them food and everything. And then, because I don't know what's happened with her, she saw this quite nice, the wife now, of Lloyd. She didn't want, she interfered, that she was behind Lloyd, and she knew that he has a very good post in the airways, you know, he's a very inspector, I don't know whether he made now, it's very good post. And she was behind her, and she didn't like that. So that is her point, you see.
So Zmetilala, ma.
Yeah?
Okay, let's leave it at that. I mean, there was differences of opinion, and
Different,
let's leave it at that.
That's very
It's almost 17 minutes. So do you want to sort of send a kiss to everyone and say goodbye? Say goodbye, ciao.
Yeah.
Mandi un bacio.
Hai sentito tutto questo?
No, mandi un bacio. Mandi un bacio. Send a kiss. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And mandi un
Goodbye,
bacio.
everybody.
Okay, ciao.
Good luck. Good health and happiness always.
Thank you.
And think of me.
Will do.
Pray for me.
Will do.
I pray for you.